Hi guys. I'll let you get on here first before I start talking about the vital parts. So, for all those who don't know me, my name is Tirza Schaefer. I am an author and I am also a spiritual healer. And welcome to day 2 of our Power Animal Challenge. So, yesterday, hi Sue! Good to see you. So, Shelley, hi! Oh, it's good to see you guys. Apeksha, hi! God, you guys are punctual at such short notice. I'm impressed. My God. Absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry to give you the runaround with that, but it's a bit of a chaos here. Thank you. We are moving furniture. Tajani just returned from Argentina on Saturday. So, while she was gonna painted the room and a bit of the living room as well. We're kind of moving, things around with the girls' rooms, both of them, and rearranging stuff. And also I've done some furniture shifting in the living room here. So not the ones behind me. They're still there. For how much longer, I don't know. We'll see. But for now, that stays there. So, right, I wanted to tell you about a quick recap. Yesterday, we've learned what power animals are, how they appear, and we've talked about Carl Gustav Jung archetypes. What that is, I gave you the definition also of the collective unconscious. And don't worry if you didn't understand it all while I was talking about it, or you didn't catch that part of it, all of it, because it's all in the PDF that you will be able to download on Friday. I'll put that in the file sections. I'll make a post for it as well, of course, so you know where to access it, and then you can download it. There'll be the links of all these videos now in there as well, which is why you're only getting it afterwards. And and the vital information about all that. So you've got it all handy and ready, if you want to read up again or revisit the videos. I've uploaded the first one on YouTube as well, so it's all there. And you can then, have it all either print it out for yourself if you like, or you just keep it as a PDF to open it, refer back to it at your computer at your leisure, whenever you like. So, yeah. And because Tajani's got bronchitis and we had to go to the doctors to get a slip for school saying that, she's indeed sick, which they want to have after 2 months of absence, her having been to Argentina on that exchange. We had to go there. She's quite all right though, so still coughing and a bit congested, but it's okay. So it's been a bit kind of hectic, and see when the doctor was open and ready to see us, and we still had to wait for over 2 hours. So lot of things going on here. Which is why I wasn't quite sure, because we had to get some stuff done as well today, which is why I wasn't quite sure what time I can make it. So here I am, short notice. Tomorrow night, it's going to be 8 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock German time again, just like last night. So I am going to be live then, and I would invite you all to join live, because if you can make it, because it's going to be really a lot of fun. You're going to have a laugh, and you can actually make some requests as well. So, yeah. Not going to tell you more now, but it's going to be worth it. And I'm going to make a total fool of myself, but it's going to be fun. So, yeah. So before we start on the meditation, I would like to tell you that we actually, why is my Skype on? Okay. So before we start, I would like to tell you something, which is when you meet your power animal in the meditation, and it doesn't have to be your main power animal that's with you for life or for several years or something. It can be the one that you most need to work with its energies at the moment, okay? But if you see something like, let's say, a mouse or an ant or spider or I don't know, little bunny. I know, Sue, you love bunnies, but some people might think, the other one says they've seen a wolf or a leopard or an elephant, and that's like also big and exciting. And it seems to be so much more powerful than like a teeny, weeny, itsy bitsy. And so let me just switch off that Skype thing. I don't know why that's on. I have no idea. That's really annoying right now. Yeah. So, at least I think that won't show now. Okay, so I'm not so good with technology. Better with language. But anyway, so if you think like, if you feel like ashamed or disappointed because the animal you're meeting is not as you think like as great and as powerful as others, and you have these expectations or hopes, then let me tell you, get rid of all that. Okay, get rid of the expectations, get rid of thinking I just have a little tiny animal and like I'm not good enough and I'm not a great healer because I've read all the Native American healers or whatever, they have all these like wolves and bears and owls and jaguars or eagles, things like that, which is often mentioned in literature as well. So that doesn't mean they're more powerful. And especially in the context of you working with particular animal energies, okay? Because it's very important to know that every single animal has some really potent energies, powerful healing, and extremely valuable lessons to be learned. And none is better, greater, stronger, higher, or anything like that than another, okay? So to give you an example of that, I would just like to read just a little excerpt from my blog on mole. Oh yeah, if you want to read up on that one as well, let me give you the link. I just post that in the comments for you. Right there. Okay. Oh, hi Trina and Olivia. Great to see you. I hate that it's not moving up by itself, in the comments. So I keep missing people's comments until I remember to scroll down. So anyway, there is this Native American person, healer, and his name is Blue Eagle. He's written a book. He's from Canada, from the French part. So his book is actually in French, but there were some translations from it. So I don't speak enough French to be able to do that myself in translation. But The book is called Les Animaux Totem, and this is an excerpt from this one, which I also have in my blog. I remember Sun Bear telling me that when he was young, he would practice feeling with his brother. And, oh yeah, this is about Mole, okay? Mole as a power animal. As a very precise method of perception. They would take turns holding up a log with one hand above the head, while the other one would shoot the log with a .22 rifle, blindfolded, just by feeling where the log was. Since the brother was beneath that and was holding the log, it had to be precise. Obviously, you'd kill your own brother otherwise, isn't it? So don't try that at home, please. Because that's really a life and death situation, isn't it? You can hardly get any more dramatic than that. But you think like Mole is a little animal that's burrowing beneath the earth, and what's that got to do with you? And what kind of power does it have? Well, Mole is all about touch, and because they're nearly blind, they don't need to see in the dark, when they're going through their tunnels below the earth, but they have a very acute sense of touch and for vibrations. They can actually feel the vibrations in the earth of digging earthworms. So that is so fine-tuned an ability that it's just, it's uncanny if you think about a little earthworm. If you've ever held one in your hand, the way they move, you can't even imagine that you would actually pick up on the vibrations when you hold your hands on the earth, or even you dig a hole and put your hands there. We could never do that. Mole can. So if you want to enhance your senses and your sense of touch and feeling of vibrations and that's a brilliant animal to work with. Hi, Anne. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. Lovely that you're here at short notice. Thank you so much for joining. Anyone watching the replay, say hello as well. So I know that you've been watching it. And yeah, so that is basically, that should tell you a little animal doesn't mean that it doesn't have big, great power, right? So, don't confuse actual body size or the fact that it's not a predator or, something like that, but has nothing to do with its actual energetic powers and healing capabilities and teaching other kind of skills as well. So that's a very important thing to remember. So don't be disappointed. Don't feel like you're not good enough for like a more powerful animal, which, obviously isn't the case. None of them are more powerful than the other. They just fulfill different functions, right? So that's basically what it is. If you want to put a nail in the wall, you use a hammer. If you want to draw it out, you use pliers. But to try and get a nail into the wall with a plier is going to be difficult, and get it out with a hammer is difficult as well. So it's just a matter of what are you trying to achieve? What does your higher self say that you should be confronted with and exercise in your life at this particular point in time in your personal individual development? And this is nothing about value in any case. Okay, it's all totally valuable. Everything is equal, big or small. There's no difference. Okay, so I see myself frozen. I hope you don't. There's my smile again. Good. So let me just check. Okay. Yeah. So we all have to start a bit smaller than what was his name, Sun Bear and his brother, who survived, by the way. that right for practice. Good thing too. The important thing also is that you bear in mind that people who work on that kind of level have been raised from small in a culture and environment, working very close to nature and being actually in harmony with it, and having that spiritual connection with us, which is completely normal to them. We, in our civilized society, in quotation marks, of course, we're very much removed from nature. We don't live in nature. We go for walks, we go camping and stuff, but mostly we live in houses, obviously, a lot even in urban environments, Plus, we've been raised in a completely different way. It's either very religious or it's like traditional religion, or it's very scientific, but in either case, a lot of us carry that kind of thing about, oh, that's not true, and you're just wasting your time, all that kind of thing, so we're reclaiming our power to connect with spirit, with nature, and with all of that, right? But we're working on that. But of course, we come from a different background than somebody who's been growing up like that and going and having the whole community that they live in around them, accepting this kind of lifestyle as totally normal, of having a spiritual connection with the divine, with nature and all that. So obviously that's a totally different point that you're starting from, and the acceptance and the encouragement and the teaching you get from the people in your environment, the elders and so on, who actually support you in that, makes such a difference as well. And it's very important to bear that in mind too. You're all on different stages in your own personal development, and if you have problems meeting your power animal, if you say, I did all the visualization, but there wasn't one coming, and that during the meditation, don't feel disheartened. That kind of practice is also something that it's like a muscle, when you go to the gym and work a muscle, after a while you can lift heavier weights. And if you do that regularly, you can keep on, watching that as often as you like, keep on doing that meditation for yourself as well. Maybe in your own space, put some nice, either, meditative music on, or you can put this shamanic drumming as well. You can dance yourself into frenzy, which is actually a good tool as well in many cultures. Very traditional to do that. So, whatever works for you, try it out, and don't, just in case if it doesn't work the first try, don't think like you can't do it or something. It just means you need a bit of practice, okay? 1 second, we had the doorbell ring. Tajani? Kareni? Gehst du mal bitte? Ich bin gerade live, ja? Du musst dich darum kümmern, okay? Ja, danke. Und leise. Okay. Sent my daughter to sort that one out. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. So, yeah. Let me wait 1 second before we start with the meditation now. In case I'm needed for anything. And, oh, I think that's just my mother, so she's whispering. Okay. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. and out through your mouth. Do that again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you do this, you feel yourself slowly relaxing, your body sinking into the chair that you're sitting in. Your shoulders go down, your back relaxes, the muscles in your face, your arms, belly, your entire pelvic region, your legs, and your feet. And as you feel your feet, how they touch the floor, you slowly feel how roots are growing out of your feet into the earth. Slowly going down through all the layers, one by one, all the way down to the core of the earth, which is a shining, bright, beautiful crystalline ball with so much powerful earth energy, so clean and pure and grounding. And you wrap your roots around the core of the earth, which is the heart chakra of Gaia. And you take that wonderful energy inside of you, traveling up through your roots, all the way up through the layers, all the way up, back to your feet, and then entering your body through your feet, traveling up your legs, all the way up through your pelvis, your belly, your back, your chest, all the way to your shoulders, down your arms into your hands, up your neck, filling up your head, giving you that wonderful, light but very grounded feeling. And then it exits through your crown chakra, going all the way up into the sky, connecting with your divine source, your higher self, and bringing that down with it into your crown chakra, entering your head, filling up your head with beautiful light, white light with some purple in it, whirling around and mixing with the green brown of Mother Earth, of those beautiful energies, and traveling down through your neck, your shoulders and arms, hands, into your chest, down your back and the front, your belly, pelvis, through your legs, into your feet, filling out your feet, and going down into the earth through your roots. And this is happening in an endless, beautiful cycle. And while this wonderful energy that inspires and grounds you, lifts you, and keeps you in place and in balance, while all this is going through you, you feel infinitely loved. The energy that flows through you fills you with so much love. It is just incredible to feel. There's so much joy in your heart. And as you feel this, you sink slowly, slowly down into your heart space, which is a sacred space, an absolutely safe space, just for you. And as you slowly sink down, you find yourself on a meadow with a grassy hill. And on top of that little hill stands a tree. It's a beautiful tree full of leaves teeming with life. The butterflies flying around, flowers growing beneath it. Birds are singing in the branches. Squirrels are dancing through the little branches as well, hopping from one to the other and having lots of fun chasing each other. And as you slowly take in all this beauty, this vibrancy of life, you have a look, and then you see, as you walk closer to that wonderful, beautiful tree, that it seems there are two branches coming down a bit and moving towards you. And it looks like it's opening its arms to welcome you, telling you, come to me. You are welcome. You are loved. So you walk up to the tree and you touch your hands to the bark. And it feels beautiful. At once you can feel how the energy of that tree, this vibrant, healthy, vital energy, is running through your hands and filling you up all through your body and out your feet into the earth, where you stand between the flowers. And then you look more closely and you see in the big trunk there's a doorway. Just between the roots, two big roots. And you have a look and you see it's an entrance, as if the tree were hollow inside. So you step inside and it's cooler there, there's shade, you're out of the direct sunlight. And as your eyes get used to the dimmer light, you see that before you are some stairs. And you know you're perfectly safe, nothing can harm you. You're inside the tree, the loving tree who totally protects you. There's nothing to fear. So you slowly walk down those stairs. And with each step you take, you go deeper and deeper into your heart space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're sinking deeper and deeper into relaxation. And as you get to the 5th step, it's quite dark already. but you know exactly where you're going, and you don't have to be afraid at all. You're taking the next step. 6, 7, 8, going ever deeper. 9, 10. And when you reach the bottom of the stairs, you see in front of you, at the end of a little tunnel, there's some light. And you walk towards that light, slowly, unhurriedly. You take those few steps, get to the entrance, and look out. And as you look out, you step into the most beautiful environment. It's a wonderful place. It's all green with beautiful, luscious plants, the animals all around, butterflies and birds, flying through the air, singing, dancing. And there's a little lake as well, a bit further down. So you walk down the slope on a little path towards the lake. And there's a little pier. You just walk on the wooden planks and you reach this beautiful lotus flower, which is so big you can actually step on it and sit inside of it. And it feels so safe, so protected, and so loving there. And you just soak in with every breath that you take that beautiful, purifying, cleansing energy. You just sit there, put your hands on your sides to feel this beautiful lotus flower, which is all soft and velvety beneath your fingers, your feet. And after a while of sitting there, of soaking in all this beauty and this wonderful loving energy that is so vitalizing, you decide to go and explore. So you start walking again around the lake, a bit further down a path. And on your way, have a look. There are some animals moving around. Is there one that comes up to you or that looks at you that seems to be different than the others and tries to catch your attention in some way? Or it keeps showing up all the time, over and over? Just walk on to be sure. Just drink in the beauty of the place, all the wonderful space around you. The scenery might change as well. So wherever you're going, it is absolutely perfectly beautiful and the perfect place for you to be in right now. And now you stand there and allow that animal to walk up to you. Say hello, greet it, and thank it from the bottom of your heart for appearing in front of you. Ask it if it would like to be caressed or scratched behind the ear or under the chin, something like that. If not, that's okay too. And then look at it and say, open your heart and say, I'm ready to receive your message. I'm ready to receive your healing. I'm ready to learn your teaching. And as you commune with your animal in the form whichever the animal chooses, I'm going to send you more Reiki amplified with the crystal grid that I've posted. Some goddess Reiki. So you have that beautiful, vibrant space in which you have free rein to talk to your animal, to commune with your animal. Whichever form that takes, it's perfect for you. And as you commune with your animal, you feel happy, safe, and loved. And slowly, it is time to say goodbye to your animal. You know you can return here anytime you like and spend more time with your animal. But for now, you thank it for being with you, for sharing its energy, wisdom, and healing with you. And then you turn around and slowly, slowly walk back down the path around the beautiful little lake with a lotus flower in it, up the little path behind it, going up towards the foot of the tree where you came out. You go back into that little dark tunnel, walk through the darkness until you reach the stairs. And as you reach the stairs, you know that every step you take, you come a bit closer to your physical awareness again. You feel your body more. You slowly start to notice your environment around you. Take one step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps, and you start to wiggle your fingers, your arms and shoulders a little bit. You can feel your body again, how it presses against the seat that you're sitting on. You take another step, 6, 7, wiggle your toes, move your feet a little bit. 8, move your head from side to side. 9, lower your head to your chest. 10, and you're outside again in the sunlight. And now slowly raise your head and open your eyes in your own time. Welcome back. Right. That was beautiful. I had some nice visions as well, which I'm going to tell you about later. I would love to hear what you've experienced now. Take your time, write something down, drink some water, move around, stretch a bit, really get your body to stretch, like that. And, when you're ready, just jot down whatever is important for you, and please leave some comments as well, what you've experienced, how it felt, in which way you communed with your animal. If you have any questions as well, feel free to ask. And I will check in later again to see what you've written and comment on everything, and also make note of all the questions. If they're, more important for a wider audience, I'd say. If it's generalized stuff, then I will address that on the day after tomorrow as well in the questions and answer section, because that'd be good for everybody to learn about as well then, of course, so I would absolutely love that. You're so welcome, Rebecca. So welcome. Very glad you joined. And everybody else who's on the replay, say hello, and also make sure that you write a comment of what you've experienced. I'd love, share that with us if you feel comfortable. If there's anything you don't feel comfortable about sharing in the group, please message me, then I'll be happy to talk to you privately about it, if it's a more private matter or concern, okay? So, Otter from me with telepathic communication, can't remember what he said though. Oh, that's wonderful, Sue. Yeah, you can always go back anytime. I'm going to I'm going to edit this as well, so you just have the meditation as well, and so you can actually just have play the meditation. You don't have to forward all the time and find the beginning and that. So you can do that as often as you like, and sometimes it's good to, I remember my first vision of Tefnut. I met her, she took my hands and led me away a little bit, and all of a sudden it was just all black, and I woke up, and I was actually at the time sitting in the car going from Cologne to Berlin with my family. My aunt was in the car as well, and they were laughing, and I woke up from that because apparently I've been sitting like that so crooked, I've been snoring. And and I was out for 2.5 hours. I had no idea. To this day, I cannot remember any of that. But sometimes it's good to have that kind of communion, and just blank out the details for the conscious mind. You might not be ready for all of that, to process that consciously yet, but or it's not necessary either. So either way, that's a great thing. You had a brown bear, Rebecca. That's wonderful. We didn't speak, but he wrapped his paws around me and gave me comfort. Oh, that's so lovely. Yes. Warmth and love, reassurance, which is just what I needed after these last few days. It was truly lovely. Oh, see, the animals know exactly what you need, isn't it? They're just so wonderful. Such loving creatures. Absolutely brilliant. So keep the comments coming, please. I've got to let my animal in now. She's meowing outside the door. And then I also have to rush off to my dancing class, which I'm all excited about. It's my second time today. So I'll see you guys later. Love you lots. And, next live is going to be tomorrow, 8 o'clock UK time. Okay, I'll post that in the group tonight as well. So talk to you later. Love you. Bye.